Namaste. My name is Prahlad, and I'm here today to share with you a little bit of my experience with Kirtan meditation. If you've never heard of it before, Kirtan meditation is a timeless and amazing form of mantra meditation that, for myself personally, has had such a positive and profound impact on my life, and so many others I know that practice as well. You know, in the world today, we see there's so much conflict and division going on, and it can feel quite hopeless. Like, what can I as an individual do to make a positive impact in the world around me? And that's really where Kirtan meditation shines as a tool for having a positive impact on the world around us. So if you've never encountered it before, Kirtan meditation, it is a very simple practice. It's call and response meditation. So a leader or leaders of the Kirtan sing a mantra once through, and you usually have instruments or some musical accompaniment, and then the other participants will sing the mantra back. Call and response, just like you'd see at a concert. So it's super enjoyable, super easy to practice. You have music involved. It can be lively, it can be mellow, whatever you're in the mood for. So that makes it quite a uniquely enjoyable kind of meditation. When a lot of people think of meditation, we think silent meditation, sitting up straight, focusing the mind, that kind of thing. And that can be really challenging in today's world, where our minds are always distracted and it's so hectic and we have so much going on and so many things to keep up with. And that's part of also what makes Kirtan meditation the best tool in this day and age for spiritual realization and development, is that it's tailor-made for the kind of times we live in, where we probably don't have the focus or the time or the availability to go and spend 4 or 5 hours, sitting and silently meditating. So it's really perfect in that sense to incorporate into your life, without much difficulty. It's not a very demanding practice. And the other thing that makes Kirtan, or really what makes Kirtan meditation so powerful, is that it incorporates mantras. And mantras are transcendental spiritual sound vibrations. So they're not like ordinary material sound that we are constantly surrounded by. They descend to the material sort of dimension that we live in from the spiritual dimension. And because they are spiritual sound, they have this real potency and ability to touch us deeply in our hearts and bring about kind of the best in us, and bring out these innate spiritual qualities that we all have, like forgiveness and empathy and compassion and real love for others. And so it makes mantras a really powerful, beautiful tool in meditation. Mantra, if you translate it from its original Sanskrit meaning, it breaks into two parts. Man meaning mind, and tra meaning to draw off of or to place on. And so what mantras do is they take our mind and our consciousness kind of off of the material sphere that we're constantly situated in, and it takes our mind and consciousness off of that, out of that, and it places it onto a spiritual kind of plane and dimension where we can connect with spiritual qualities and feel some real inner peace and happiness and even some self-realization. And so they're uniquely powerful in their ability to do that. The other thing I should mention is they're not made up mantras, aren't they're not created or fabricated. So they've been originally passed down from teacher to student, since time immemorial. So there's no recorded first date when they came about, and they've come straight from the spiritual dimension. We can try doing other kinds of meditation, like silent meditation, it's quite difficult. Your mind always is going to wander, and it's kind of demanding. Whereas mantra meditation, not just kirtan, but any kind of mantra meditation, it's a lot easier because it gives your mind that sound to latch onto, that transcendental sound. And part of how you can know that mantras, are the real deal and that they work is that I could, you take the words lotus flower, lotus flower, lotus flower, and try and meditate on that and make that my mantra. But because it's just material sound, it's not going to really have any effect on me. I can maybe convince myself that it's having a positive effect, but that's only going to go so far. And then additionally, because it's material sound, it's going to get old pretty fast. So you're not going to be able to say the same material sound, over and over again for weeks or months. It's going to get real old. And so that's something I've personally experienced, that mantras, they never get old. They don't have an expiry date. I've been practicing mantra meditation pretty much my whole life, and it doesn't get old. The mantras, because they're this eternal spiritual sound vibration, they just always have this abundance of spiritual energy and life in them that makes them so enriching and powerful. And so that's one way you can really tell that they're real, and you don't have to believe in them. You see the effects, you experience it firsthand, that what makes these mantras special is they really are this transcendent. They have this other quality to them, that regular material sound just doesn't have. Generally, most of the time, mantras are describing different features of the supreme energy that is in the spiritual dimension. And so that's also what makes them so potent, is that they not only are spiritual sound, they are actually calling back to our deep inner dormant spiritual sort of awakening that we all have in us. And so we've covered kirtan meditation. What is it? Mantras, why they're so effective. And another thing, that makes kirtan meditation so great is that it is like tailor-made kind of for the day and age that we live in, where it's who has time to go and sit quietly and do silent meditation or something like that. It's we don't have much time. We're always busy. Everything's so hectic. And so to be able to kind of do this practice that's involving music and singing, and it's so fun and enjoyable, it's a really unique meditation practice in that sense. And I always look forward to it in my life whenever I can get together with some friends and have some kirtan meditation. It's really the highlight of my day or my week. And I know myself and so many other people I know who practice it, and we all agree that it's life-changing and really one of the biggest net positives any of us have experienced. And so that's why I'm here sharing it with you, because I would be remiss not to try and share it with whoever is willing to try it. And I strongly encourage you to give it a try. It's it's super accessible, super easy, not very demanding, and it's for everyone. The mantras, they don't belong to any group or any people. They belong to everyone. And so we can all, no matter what our walk in life or our backstory might be, where we come from, our background, we can all plug into this practice and reap the benefits, the real amazing sort of uplifting effect that kirtan has on our hearts and minds. And in today's world, where we're desperately in need of more positive energy and more peace, doing kirtan meditation, engaging in it with other people, is really one of the most effective ways that we as individuals can contribute to world peace and know that we're making a difference, because you experience this inner change within yourself that then can radiate outwards to others. These spiritual qualities that are innate in all of us: compassion, forgiveness, empathy towards others. And so it's really beautiful to see the positive effects of kirtan, not only on yourself, but on those around you in your family, your community, and even in your wider society. It's a really rewarding and uplifting, beautiful practice, and I can't recommend it enough. So if you're here on the bpeace.live platform, we're going to start doing 24-hour live streams of kirtans on the weekends. So that's a great way to plug in virtually if you're not able to go physically and to partake in a kirtan. So we warmly welcome you to join us online. And also you can see on the BPeace website the whole schedule for offline events, hopefully in your area, and maybe we'll see you at a physical kirtan sometime soon. I would certainly love to see you there. So yeah, thanks for hanging out with me today for these few minutes, and I'll see you again soon. Namaste.